Hello, let's see something cute and nice. So I'm gonna let you know what this thing is like, the history behind it being here at the park, the FlipFlopi Victoria Expedition. So Dhow is the generic name of a number of traditional sailing vessels with one or more masts and has a history spanning decades. So if you look around, you can see them in there as the one shown in this expedition. So those are a celebrated vessel along the shorelines of Kenya, used for both fishing and transportation of passengers and goods. So fishing communities along the banks of Lake Victoria use brightly colored fishing boats normally found along Dunga Beach. So the FlipFlopi sail around Lake Victoria to raise awareness of plastic pollution, to show people how to reuse plastic with the aim of to clean up the precious lake that we depend on. So for more information about the expedition or to become a partner, so visit www.theflipflopi.com. You can see those tulizo tusafiri kutoka Kenya kwenda Tanzania, kisha tutamatie Uganda. Hii ni zaidi ya kilomita 700. As you can see, the Lake Victoria campaign aims to bring all the key people in Kenya, Uganda and Tanzania together who can turn the tide on single use of plastic, schools, business and even policy makers. So come along. In here we see the Lake Victoria is polluted and dying, so we need to act now. So this campaign majorly focuses on saving the lake, but it is hugely polluted. So a recent study found that 1 in 5 fish in Lake Victoria had plastic in their gut. So recent research has shown that the lake is so polluted that if we do not act now, our future will be in danger. So Lake Victoria is the second largest freshwater lake in the world and the biggest in Africa, and once home to around 400 species of fish. The lake supports the lives of over 40 million people living in Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania through its fisheries, forest and even wetlands. So current flooding is occurring because of the destruction of wetlands that used to act like a sponge that hold water. So the impact is severe, like loss of tourism as beaches swept away and danger to eat the fish from all the plastic and polluted water. Lake Victoria's ecosystem provides an income for many people in the region, but it is also subject to multiple pollutants. So blue-green algae or the cyanobacteria, for instance, has multiplied over the past decades, and the disposal of waste water and fecal sludge is causing water degradation. Yep. As you can see the photo, they call it FOD in the local language, and we must act now to keep our children and futures safe from disease and destruction of the environment that protects our livelihood. So Beatpollution, plastic revolution. So let's see this one next. How can you help? So little actions go a long ways about the FlipFlopi Expedition. So the first thing you can do is replace disposable cutlery, then replace plastic straws, replace plastic toothbrushes, you can replace plastic bags, reduce pollution within your environment by reducing the amount of plastic you buy. Also say no to plastic cutlery, take away boxes for food or throw away plastic cups. And the third way is to find better alternatives for your plastic items and make it a habit to use them. So you can see you can use those reusable bags. They say taka taka foundation tunza, Lamu Kinga Afya. So how can you help? Apart from the ones we mentioned, little actions go a long way. You can reuse. Apart from reducing, reuse, carry your own reusable shopping bag like a gunia bag, kiondo, kitenge bags, and even boxes. And now we have the uhuru bags. Then second way to reuse is, instead of using plastic straws, drink straight from the bottle, or use a reusable straw. The third way, take a reusable water bottle with you when you go out. And the fourth way is, get creative. There are a lot of more objects out there which can be given a second life. So let's fight together for better solutions. So you can also sign up by scanning the code below, tinyurl.com/Beatpollution East Africa. So apart from reducing, reusing, you can also recycle, as illustrated in the picture. You can see Kwale Plastics Plus there, that is in South Coast, Mombasa of Kenya. Recycle. So sort your waste, and if it is possible, put it into segregation bins so the materials can be recycled more easily. And check your own trash and learn about how it can be recycled. So most of it can be. And the third way, there are a lot of recycling projects and waste collectors, so find out how you can support them. As you can see, so takataka zetu nyingi zaweza kuchakatwa ili kutengeneza vitu vipya vya thamani. So you can recycle and make something out of it. So as you can see, that is the Dhow you've been seeing on the picture. So let's go and check out what's next. That is the Dhow we've been seeing here. We said Dhow is the generic name for a number of traditional sailing vessels with one or more masts, and has a history of spanning decades. So that is the one illustrated in the expedition. So let's go and find out more. In this other one, the FlipFlop, a boat made from takataka. So as you can see, this boat here is made from wastes. So it's just an illustration to show you that a lot of things we waste away can be reused. So let's see. World's first, it took 2 years to build the boat out of 10 tons of plastic rubbish, and it was built by Dhow builders on a beach in Lamu, northern Kenya, as you can see. So the FlipFlopi is the world's first 100% recycled plastic sailing boat made from waste collected from the Kenyan streets and beaches. So this is an illustration of the waste they used to build the boat, and those are the people constructing, and that is the boat. So a new way to build boats. The whole boat is made of plastic. It is not wood. Wow, amazing, isn't it? So the plastic that was once polluting our towns and beaches has been given a second life. FlipFlopi is made from old toothbrushes, plastic bags, and bottle tops melted down to create the boat. Amazing, isn't it? So as you can see, it's the same thing we have there. It was made from reused or the wastes. Symbol of change. FlipFlopi is built by Ali Skanda, a famous Dhow builder in Kenya, and the FlipFlop artist made the outer covering from old flip-flops found from the sea. So she became a symbol to raise awareness of plastic pollution and shows people the hidden value of plastic waste. So it's written in Swahili. Tumetumia patapata karibu 30,000 kufunika jahazi yetu. So they've used a flip-flop, 30,000 of it to cover the Dhow there. So it's purely plastic. There are flip-flops. You can see the flip-flops there in the picture, and they were used to design. So if you want to learn more, the website is theflipflopi.com, and Instagram is at theflipflopi. So let's see what's here next. There is the Dhow made from the flip-flops. No wood at all. So plastic pollution, the fact. So did you know that a plastic bottle can last for 440 years in the marine environment? Wow, even me, I did not know. So the plastics fragment slowly over the years, into smaller and smaller and smaller pieces that eventually cannot be seen by our eyes. Amazing. So they never truly go away. So this means that every piece of the plastic that has ever been produced is still with us. As you can see in the picture, they've been made slowly over years become smaller and smaller. So je, unajua samaki moja kati ya 5 ndani ya ziwa Victoria anazo chembe chembe za plastiki? It's in Swahili. Is that they're asking that, did you know that 1 out of 5 fish in the Lake Victoria has plastic pieces in their system? What does this mean to you? So when they consume, when consumed by fish and livestock, plastic waste ends up in our food chain, actually, in one way or another. So that is the fish there illustrated. And another one here wants to eat the plastic back. So naturally, marine life is threatened. What does this mean for me? So 1 in 3 fish caught for human consumption today contains plastic. So we are eating plastic indirectly. How so? So this means that we are ingesting chemicals that affect our bodies through diseases like cancer. Wow, that is so bad. So that is the beach. You can see all over. It's a hot mess. Have you heard of the Pacific garbage patch? So this is a slow swirling whirlpool of ocean currents that collects plastic floating around, and it's estimated to be around the size of Kenya and predicted to double in size in the next years if we do not reduce the production. So in Swahili they saying, je wajua 90% ya plastiki iliyo ndani ya bahari duniani hutoka katika mito 10 tu. Moja ya hii mito ni mito Nile ambayo maji yake hutoka Lake Victoria. Did you know that 90% of the plastic which are in the ocean all over the world come from only 9 lakes, and one of those is the River Nile, and it gets its water from Lake Victoria. So use your voice to fight for less pollution. Sign the petition at tinyurl.com/Beatpollution-East Africa, or you can scan the code there. So let's continue. I want to show you something again. Here, that is the FlipFlopi Dhow. As I have said, this one here, what are they telling us? A healthy lake is vital for clean water. So for centuries, people have come to settle on the shore Lake Victoria to benefit from its rich resources. And with a lake that is more and more polluted, how can we make sure that people can access to and safely use the water? So you can see a small girl there is fetching water for domestic purposes. Lake Victoria benefits from water sources in Africa, WASAF, an international program operating in 3 African countries which provides the surveillance and protection of surface freshwater sources. So beat pollution, #plastic revolution. As we can see here, this is a photo taken by Jumba Martin, credits goes to him. It helps clean water. Development banks like AFD provide support in terms of grants and concessional loans to finance proper water and sanitation supply systems. So, but the cost of producing drinkable water goes even higher when the water is polluted. So we need clean water to be healthy in life. Maji safi, afya bora. So you can help by practicing good habits. So we have here AFD, Agents Francais de Development. So you can see the woman there fetching clean water. Water treatment to get rid of any parasites or bacteria is done to ensure clean drinking water access until you turn on your tap. So the maintenance of water networks are crucial. Beautiful, 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 beautiful image here. Let's see what it says. A clean Lake Victoria needs proper sanitation systems. That is why the city of Mwanza, that is in Tanzania, came up with the idea of a simplified sewerage system made of flexible pipes, provide connection to the sanitation network even for the population living up its rocky hills. So that is what all this billboard is about. Remember, #beat pollution Hashtag plastic revolution. Back to our FlipFlopi. Though there, remember we said it is purely made from the flip-flops. Let's see what we can learn from this board. We can make valuable things from rubbish. As we can see, this is the best example at our exposure right now. We've learned that this though was purely made from flip-flops, purely. So what else can we make from rubbish? As you can see here, those are boys. I think it's beach cleanup campaign, and those are the rubbish we've collected. As you can see, there's a machine there they're using to make something. So sort, there are many different plastic types. Some can be recycled, others can't. So there are 7 main groups of recyclable plastic types. It's important to separate and clean them for recycling. First one, we have PET. Second one, we have HDPE. Third one is PVC. Fourth one is LDPE. Fifth one is PP. Sixth one is PS, and 7 are others. So that animation is saying waweza pata moja ya ishara hizi katika itu vya plastiki karibu na wewe. So if you can get any of those 7 categories, remember you can recycle them. Then we have shred. So the shredder, first step after sorting, we said you can sort them because we have different types, like 7. So after sorting, you do the shredding as illustrated in the picture there. The shredder cuts plastic into very small flakes like confetti, like this. It is easier to process the material in other machines. After shredding, we do what we call melt them. So these 7 types of plastics can be melted just like the chocolate and formed into something new. So after that, you can see what they've made from that. We also have this beautiful tennis ball stuff. Then after sorting, shredding, melting, now you can create. So the small scale recycling machines built by Plastic Rafiki, based in the open source plans from Precious Plastic, enable people to learn about recycling, explore the endless possibilities, and create a business with plastic waste. So they're telling us that you can learn how to start your recycling stuff. In Swahili they say unaweza kujifunza jinsi ya kuanza kuchakata mwenyewe. The website is there, www.preciousPlastic.com. So FlipFlopi supports small-scale recycling projects in Kenya to create new materials from waste plastic, bringing money and valuable materials back to community. So why not do the same and create those amazing things?